As you can see, we are talking pets today, specifically pet health. Now, you might say, my dog looks fine, he's not sick, I don't see any fleas on him, so we're good. But when it comes to certain health risks, out of sight is definitely not out of mind. In fact, by the time you notice certain problems with your dog, it could be already too late. Here to explain is veterinarian Rick Marrinson, and of course, he brought a beloved pooch. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you. This is a special guest.
This is Otter.
Hi, Otter.
She's about a year-old mixed breed rescue dog.
Oh.
And one of my three.
One of you. You have two more at home.
I have two more at home.
Man's best friend. We have a 4-pound toy poodle, Ruby, and my girls adore her.
Oh.
But let's get right to it, doctor. You know, there's a lot of invisible health threats that we don't know about that are, let's say, doggy dangers. What are those?
Well, today we're specifically concentrating on parasites, both internal and external. And you're absolutely right. These are dangers that most pet parents are not necessarily aware of.
And what kind of threats do these insects hold?
So we have several.
Okay.
Heartworms would be a big one.
Huge.
Okay, carried from dog to dog by mosquitoes, infect the dog and actually grow 6 to 12-inch long worms inside the heart.
And what are some of the symptoms that we should be looking for?
Weight loss, coughing, trouble breathing, and up to and unfortunately including death.
Now, I'm always taking my Ruby to the vet, and the girls help me. You know, whenever we get the card, it says bring Ruby. Isn't that enough?
Well, it's the great start.
Okay.
And certainly your veterinarian needs to be part of that process, but you can't let it stop there. There's all kinds of things you need to be doing at home in order to protect yourself and your dogs from these unseen pets.
Okay, so walk me through it. What can we do at home to protect our pets?
All right, so what we're going to talk about today is parasite prevention. And the key here is prevention. We don't want to be waiting until there are symptoms and problems involved. So, monthly medication that is administered to prevent heartworms, intestinal parasites, and fleas.
And is this for someone that, let's say, in Florida, it's very warm as opposed to, let's say, oh goodness, in Alaska? You know, is the climate a big difference?
The challenges can be a little bit different geography-wise, but nobody is immune. So every dog needs to be protected every single month, no matter where you live.
So it doesn't matter where you live, you have to...
Or what time of year.
Oh, what time of year? Because they tell you also seasons have a big part in terms of their health.
Potentially they can, but you know, we've seen this where even places where you wouldn't suspect there'd be a problem in the winter months, there's still a risk.
All right, so now we know that no matter what, 365 every day, all year long.
And the good news is you don't have to do it every day.
You don't have to do it every day. All right, so let's
Once
talk about this
every 30
treatment.
days.
Awesome. What treatment is this?
So what we're talking about today is Sentinel Spectrum.
Okay.
This is a product that will cover 6 different parasites all in one monthly tablet.
Okay, and this is right here?
And that's what this is.
So you have different ones for different pounds.
So yes, and so there's 4 different sizes. So based upon the weight range of your pet, then there is the product that you would give. Heartworms, all the intestinal parasites, hookworms, roundworms, whipworms, tapeworms, and fleas.
So it really gives you a peace of mind, if
Very
you will.
broad spectrum.
And it's how do you administer it to the dog?
So it's orally. It is a flavored chew, so the dog will think it's a treat.
Oh.
There is a key with this particular product. You want to make sure that you give it with food because it helps the absorption of the medication. But it's very well tolerated, it's incredibly safe, and more importantly, very effective.
Can we give Otter one
We
today?
timed this, so Otter is due for this right now. So we're going to give it to her while we're on set today. So it comes in a package. Each box has 6 doses.
Okay.
All right, and each dose is individually wrapped.
All right, I'll peel it off for you.
Okay, so right there, if you'll just take where that cut is, right here on this edge. There you go. Peel that right apart.
Okay. Oh, she already knows. She already knows. And she doesn't realize how good this is for her.
You ready? You ready? Very good girl.
She's so good. Now again, she's chewing it with no problem.
She's deciding.
She's deciding. She's playing with it. You know, they have to kind of just know what they're having. She's enjoying it now. You mentioned with food. So is it kind of easier to hide it in there?
Not necessarily that you have to hide it, but part of the medication is absorbed along with other ingredients from their diets when there's fat in the food. And there it goes.
And she thinks she's having a treat and not realizing how good this is for her. Again, it covers what again?
Heartworms, hookworms, roundworms, whipworms, tapeworms, and fleas.
In one pill.
In one pill.
So easy.
And what makes this the most unique is the way it works against fleas. It is the only product on the market that is specifically designed to break the life cycle of the flea instead of kill the flea. And that's what stops your household from having infestations. So your dog goes out in the world, picks up 2 fleas, brings them home. 2 fleas are not going to turn into 2,000 fleas.
And that I heard a friend of mine endure, and it was a nightmare,
It is a
for the
nightmare.
entire family,
That's right.
and more important, to the dog.
You want more?
No, once a month.
Once a month.
So a great way to keep them healthy.
That's right.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and I really appreciate your time. For information on Sentinel, where do our viewers go?
So www.verbachpets.com, and for more information on parasites, go to petsandparasites.org.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for coming this morning. So sweet. And of course, if you'd like more information, you can head to our website, thebalancingact.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. She likes me now.